13 Marines no longer with us, and you don't even have the decency to show them the basic respect. Anyway, here with reaction, Gold Star father Darin Hoover, Gold Star mother-in-law Christy Shamblin is with us, and Gold Star mother Cheryl Rex. First, my deepest condolences. As a parent, I can't think of anything worse. I'm sure all three of you would agree. You're never going to be the same person again. Is that pretty much the consensus?
Very much so.
Yeah. Look, my understanding is, and maybe I'll ask you, Darin, first, all three of you were part of a group that were invited to meet with Donald Trump last week. And I want to ask, I know there were efforts that you would meet with President Biden, and my understanding is nothing ever came of that. And Donald Trump read and heard about that, and he invited all the families. Is that true?
So all the families that were in D.C. at the time, with the exception of one, so that made 8 of the 13 families. Yes, we were invited to Bedminster, and we did go. And President Biden did say no. He neglected to say anything. But President Trump took us in and was very gracious and listened to our concerns and told us all that he would take care of it were he to get into office, and that stuff like this can't ever happen again. And it shouldn't. I mean, the failures on every level through the administration, the Pentagon, DOD, what have you, all the way down, have failed us and failed our kids miserably.
And you lost your son, Taylor Hoover, Marine Corps Staff Sergeant, 31 years old, lost in Afghanistan on the 26th. And our prayers, by the way, are with you and your whole family. Cheryl, you are the mother of Dylan Marola, and Dylan, Lance Corporal, U.S. Marine, died. He was 20 years old this day. I don't know how you recover from that, to be honest, Cheryl. I'm sure your heart to this day is broken. What was your reaction watching, Joe Biden checking his watch every 2 seconds?
As stated, it took a lot for us not to yell out and call him out while we were there. It was major disrespect to all of us and our families. That wasn't the first time he was rude to us. He was rude to us while he was in the room with us. He made the entire situation about himself. He came up to me and said that he knew how I felt. How does he know how I feel?
Well, he's falsely claimed that his son came back in a flag-draped coffin. That is not how his son, Bo, died. His son died of cancer. Why would he tell a lie like that?
I'm not sure. He compared his son's death to R-13, and he said that he brought his son home in a flag-draped coffin and that he knew how he felt, and there was no comparison.
Yeah. Christy, you were the mother-in-law. You lost your daughter-in-law, Nicole L.G., and she was a Marine Corps sergeant, 23 years old. You described the feeling that day at Dover Air Force Base as being and feeling disrespected, and you said they didn't even seem to know our story. They didn't know Nicole's names, our names, but the military people did. They knew the names of everybody. I mean, why wouldn't the commander-in-chief know the name of your daughter-in-law and all the sons and daughters of people that lost their young family members and service members?
I continue to be confused by that. And again, I'll say the military, the Marine Corps, the people that wear camis knew our story very well. They knew who my daughter-in-law was. They showed an immense amount of respect and care. And that was not the sentiment I have felt from our administration.
Let me ask all three of you, what would you say, Darin, if you had an opportunity right now, this moment, to talk to President Biden? What do you want to tell him?
I've thought long and hard about this, Sean. I'd tell him, how dare he? How dare he put our kids in that kind of a place to not be able to do their jobs to the best of their abilities? I mean, my goodness, our Marines, our sailors, our soldiers, our airmen, are the tip of the spear for this country. How dare he? There's absolutely no excuse. And for him to continue to not even say our kids' names or have any mention of it is another great disrespect as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot I'd like to say, but.
Cheryl, how about you?
I would tell him how much he disrespected everybody that was placed in that situation. It wasn't just about our 13, it was all of them. He didn't just put our kids in harm. He killed Afghan civilians, men, women, and children who worked with us for 20 years. He's a major disgrace.
Wow. Christy, what would you tell him?
I would say that we as parents sent the best we have, and our Marines, our airmen, our soldiers, our sailors are the best this country has, and they deserve respect, and we deserve the best that our administration has, and we haven't received that yet. And I hope that, it will come.
Yeah. I can't begin to understand all the pain all of you have been through. I just pray for all of you that God give you the peace and grace that you need to overcome, I think, one of the biggest challenges anybody can have in life. And thank you for telling your story. This never should have happened. And he should have known. And he should have cared more. No excuse for that at all. Thank you all for being with us. Our prayers are with you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.